Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show. We're going to be tasting some samples that were sent to me and kind of got put aside. And then I found them and I was like, oh, I got to bring these in and try them. So we're going to be trying something called Brothers of the Leaf. We've got a bourbon and a rye. My name is Steve Akeley. We are here live at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar, and I'm joined by Jim Fosnot. Hey, Jim, how's it going, man?
Great, Steve. How you doing?
Good, good. So this should be a fun one. This company, I guess it looks like Brothers of the Leaf. They specialize in whiskeys that pair well with cigars. So,
which is exciting for me because I am a big cigar smoker. So
yes.
I love to find something that pairs well. So
yeah, I'm not a cigar smoker myself, but that being said, I just like good whiskey, and I've liked stuff in the past, like the cigar blend from whatever the Joseph Magnus. I like that. So you don't necessarily have to smoke the cigars to enjoy a good whiskey. So yeah, we'll see how this is. I have no idea. I haven't tried it or anything like that. So it should be fun to see what's going on here. Looks like it's right in our wheelhouse. So the rye is going to be 119.2 proof and the bourbon 115.4. So that's pretty good. But before we get to that, we wanted to talk a little bit about the shop. What's going on here, right?
Yeah, we do. So good news for us and all of our customers here and people in the area is our dam is finally about to break. We've had a bit of a lull in new barrels coming in. It's taken longer to get things approved into the state than we originally thought. It's about a 5-week process to get it approved through the state of Missouri. On top of that, it's anywhere from another, I'll say 2 to as long as 10 weeks right now to get
and counting
to get distilleries to get you the paperwork to get them approved.
Oh yeah.
So even though they're friends of ours, we understand it's small business. They have a lot going on, and to sit down for 45 minutes and do paperwork for us is probably a hard part to carve out of their day or their week. We greatly appreciate it when they finally make the time for us. But right now, all those barrels are starting to get approved. We've had just one after another this week. So this week we'll get 2 barrels in, and next week we could get up to 5 barrels in next week alone.
Yeah.
So
it's going to get crazy here.
Yeah. After that, it should be 1, 2, 3 barrels every week for now the holidays. We got 35 barrels in route, one form or another. So
yeah,
it's going to be a lot coming.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line too. Now it's easy to kind of rest on your laurels and be like, okay, it's finally happening. We can't do that because we'll have another, like you have a hole in production if you shut down the still for a while. If we shut down the barrel picks for a while because we're like, oh, look what else we got coming in, we got to stop. We can't do that. We got to keep going because we want the continued activity. And again, you don't set it. You pick. And then you wait until things either get approved or get shipped to you. So you just keep picking is what you do, right?
And that's so tough to do, but it's really a lot of work having to go to a distillery and drink 15, 16 different whiskeys to find a great one to bring into the shop. So we'll suffer for our customers.
It's been so hard and difficult. We've really had to lean on our syndicate members to come in and help us out on these picks. So we've been doing a lot more picks than we thought with the syndicate members, and we're going to continue to do that too. And the cool thing is we've been getting people from around the country. So as we just got somebody sign up from Wisconsin today, which was one of our last members that we have in round one, which, by the way, round one is closed, Jim, as of today.
That is. We've sold our last syndicate membership for now.
Yeah, 50. So what we do now, the process is wait till we get 20 people that say they're interested. And once we do, we'll open up another 50. But for right now, we're just in a holding pattern. No one else can join. But that being said, if you're interested, let us know. We'll put you on the list, and you'll be the first one to get in on when we open this thing back up.
Yeah, we will start a list in order, and so you'll be able to get your membership number in the order that you wanted to get in.
Yeah, which is a very cool thing. So that's kind of what we've been working on is doing that, and again engaging the individuals. As our guy from Wisconsin signed up, we're like, oh, we got a Jay Henry pick we're going to be doing next year, first quarter of next year. We'll get him involved in that, and that's the kind of stuff we want to do. So
yeah, we would be involved in as much stuff as we can, and it'll be a lot of fun for them to get to do these picks. I love taking people on their first barrel pick so they can see kind of the process and how different whiskey can be from one barrel to another.
Yeah, and we can't do all of them on site, though. That's our priority. But the ones that we haven't been able to do on site, we've been having people help us pick in the shop, which is kind of cool. So fun stuff. Get involved. The syndicate. If you're not a member already, please let us know if you are interested. On that note, what we'll do next, no cheers or anything like that before the break, because the show's all about trying whiskey. We got that poured and ready to go. So what we'll do next, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be trying Brothers of the Leaf, their bourbon, and then their rye. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily with Colonel Steve.
All right, everybody, welcome back. My name is Steve Akeley. I'm joined by Jim Fosnot. We're here at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar, preparing to taste Brothers of the Leaf. So this is batch number 1 that we're getting ready to try on both the bourbon and the rye. The bourbon's up first, again, 115.4 proof. We don't know too much about it. What we do know is, of course, Telling, distilled in Indiana. I wonder who that's from.
Yes.
I think we know, right? And then finished and bottled in Louisville, Kentucky. So that's always interesting. So Louisville-based company buying a product, and that's all that we really know. So straight bourbon whiskey. So we know that it's at least 2 years old, and no age statement. I guess it's at least 4 years old, right? Finished in toasted French oak casks. So we do that too. So it is a finished bourbon. So let's Let's see what we got here, Jim. Let's talk about that one. Let's grab, again, bourbon first, then the rye.
Ooh, the nose is great.
Yeah, nose is really great. Waffles. No syrup on the waffles, but the waffles are cooking. It smells like
Almost a little honey, maybe.
honey. Yeah, yeah. Some spice in there too. So this, we'll see what we think with the taste. But I'm thinking it's going to be this is a high rye bourbon. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Cheers, Jim.
Cheers, buddy.
Well, that's pleasant. Sweet, citrusy kind of up front.
Yeah, it definitely has that citrus notes in there.
Citrus notes for sure. Very spicy. Coats the mouth to leave that high rye spice across the palate. Yeah.
I get the cigar blend. That would be great. Yeah, there's no hole in that. That's a really good bourbon.
Yeah. Gosh, we got to get a hold of these guys. Brothers of the Leaf. Again, I apologize. This was sent to me, and it just kind of got set aside, and yeah, we got to call them. This is some good stuff.
If you saw Steve's house, you would understand how bottles can get lost.
This is true.
This is true. It is the black abyss of bottles.
Yeah,
They're everywhere.
Yeah. At some point, the warden will have to address that down the road, but I'm sure Jim will be there trying to. Yeah, Steve said I could have this one and this one. It's like whatever buddy's left is, they get all the bourbon, I think. So yeah. But no, that's very good. I like this. So we'll have to find out what's going on with these guys. Are they just always going to be a source brand? Are they going to be doing their own stuff? You don't know anything, but solid. I know one thing: they're good at picking barrels, and if they blended this, they're good at blending. So that's good stuff. All right. What we've got next, also batch number 1. This is their rye, though. Their rye. So this is 119.2. Let's see what we got on this here. Same thing. It's Indiana. So lighter on the nose than the bourbon.
Definitely doesn't have the spice coming through.
Kind of a little buttery, almost like bakery goods, like cookies, maybe bacon. Not bacon, but baking. Bacon would be an interesting note to pick up. I've never picked up. Now there is that one bacon flavor. That's terrible, by the way. But I've never picked up a bacon note on a whiskey.
No.
All right, let's try this one. Here we go. Another cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, that one's fruity and spicy. Kind of apples and spice for sure. A little tannic, dry on the finish.
Almost a little sour note. I'm getting like
on the end there. Yeah, that's interesting. I like the bourbon better.
I would agree.
But it's a solid effort on the rye as well. But yeah, I'm into the bourbon for sure. This one is finished in white oak cask, toasted white oak cask. So interesting. So just a standard white oak cask, toasted. All right, that's good. I would say that the rye is very good, and I would say that the bourbon is great. In this particular batch number 1. Now, I like what they're doing. I'm interested in what they're doing with future batches. This is good stuff.
I would agree. That's solid. I definitely get the cigar, especially with the bourbon. Maybe not as much of the rye.
Yeah.
But, that's a solid effort.
All right, be on the lookout. Brothers of the Leaf. There you go. Good stuff from Broadleaf Whiskey, I guess. So, yeah, nice. Interesting. We'll look them up and see what they got going on. Good stuff. All right. We'll wrap this one up, as we always do, by talking about where people can find us. Jim, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Fosnot, on Instagram at FosJim, or most days hanging out here at the ABV Barrel Shop with you, Steve.
Absolutely. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. Besides being at the ABV Barrel Shop, you can find me online on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at Steve Akeley. I've got a website, steveakley.com, but we've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. That's the one you got to check out. We put all of our previous shows out there. Maybe you want to check out Bourbon Zeppelin, our email newsletter. We've got all past issues out there going back over 6 years now. So check us out at abvnetwork.com. Check out the Barrel Shop at abvbarrelshop.com. Sign up for our email distribution. I'd highly encourage you to do that. And if you like what we're doing, give us a 5-star review. It helps new people find the show. Leave comments. We like that. And there you go. There you go. Get involved at patreon.com/the ABV Network. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akley production.